I'm here, but I'm not been finna be looking at you for just a second because I got to
That's fine.
Uber for her. Four, five, oh, five, seven, 700. Okay.
Cool. I see that. It has so you can see the comments on the side, so that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Cause I'm thinking when we do our icebreakers and stuff, if people want to join in and tell us their answers too, they'll be more than welcome to do that.
I'm here for it.
I'm ready though. I'm ready to talk some junk, have
Honey,
some fun. It's been a long week.
it's been interesting.
What's been so interesting?
Interesting. So many things, to be honest. But the highlight is that Southwest finally accepted the new contract. So starting May 1st, $7 raise.
Congrats.
Right. Needed it. So,
Period.
coming up a little higher, trying to get a little more comfortable in life.
Only the best for the Duchess.
I mean, I try and listen.
Yes.
It says
But
pick
I'm thinking, you say what?
12 minutes. Ooh, Jesus. No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh,
I was looking at how long this Uber is going to take to get here, and it's talking about 12 minutes, but it is coming off of the rush hour.
heard. I think it's pretty cool too. This is my first time trying the live on YouTube. I figured we could play around with different platforms and see what we like.
I'm here for it.
But the StreamYard, shout out, StreamYard seems like it's pretty cute or whatever.
I like
Snake,
the
mhm,
setup, the style of it all. And it
yeah.
definitely see the comments. That's definitely a.
And I feel better this time because I'm able to be on my computer versus my phone because that was stressing me out.
I mean, it was killing me too. That's why I'm like, I'm using this tablet, thank God. And it's a lot easier to position because I was
Heard.
unattractive when you're constantly looking down at the camera. So
So true.
trying
And
to.
I'm actually really, really happy that Mercury retrograde has ended because my technology was all over the place. I'm telling you, nothing would work from the Wi-Fi to like my electronics. It was a mess.
See, I'm not that up to date on all of that stuff. I know the bare minimums, but I.
Today, she
Oh,
ended today.
well, bless the Lord. I'm an 80-year-old man, so technology is always my enemy anyway. So.
Me too. Don't get it twisted, honey. I just be trying to keep up. I be trying to keep up. I be struggling though. You hear me?
Like
I be struggling. That's why I have younger friends so they can keep
every
me hip.
part. Listen, because so side note before we ever get into any of the things, I was watching a TikTok. It made me feel so old because apparently this guy, he's a comedian, he was saying that he was being talked about by his son for wearing ankle socks because ankle socks are what old men do now. Right. It sparked a whole conversation in my house. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Because I was like, 85% of my sock drawer is ankle socks. So
Period.
so confused. But no, apparently that's an old man thing. Like ankle socks are not what the kids are wearing these days. So
What
apparently
are they wearing?
like the longer tube socks. Like I was like, what do you mean?
Like soccer socks.
Not necessarily that long, but just like the normal like calf high socks. Right.
They uncomfortable.
I said, because there's nothing worse than when the elastic stops working and it keeps falling. Is the I'm ready to throw the whole foot away.
No.
I I could not deal. I was so shocked and slightly appalled by the entire conversation. But yes, apparently it is out of fashion to wear ankle socks.
That's foolish.
Devastated. I'm just
You
gonna be
learn something new.
all the time. Did I lose you? Did you freeze? Oh Lord, I think we might have lost him. Come back, come back. I don't know what happened. Zay, come back. The minutes are still ticking. Um, I don't know how to get him out of this freeze frame. There we go. Hi.
I was see. Listen, let me tell you what's going on. Okay, you know I got like an internet extender, but like sometimes she don't be doing the right things, so I just connected to my main internet.
Gotcha.
So I had to like get off and want to get on the other because she just wasn't giving me what I needed her to give me.
Understandable. I was
But
like,
yeah,
it
if it's freezing up or glitch or anything, let me know so I can try to fix it.
just left me. I said, you can't leave me here by myself. I was like, no.
I'm sure you held it down though, friend. I trust you. I trust you. Well, I mean, it's a few minutes after, so we can go ahead on and get down with the get down. We had some icebreaker questions, but hey, everybody! For those who are joining in and maybe joining in later, just want to say good evening to you. Thank you for joining us for Elder Chat, where the elders get together to chat. I'm marXavian, and I have my wonderful, beautiful co-host here, Jayl.
Oh, give me the hey. Good
How
evening.
you doing?
I am yet holding on for all of my fellow saints and ain'ts in the building. I want to
All
bid you
right.
hello as I come on in.
Yes. Right. Well, we just want to welcome y'all on in the room. As you see, tonight's theme is giving animal print. We are giving animal print for the kids because the conversations is about to get hot and juicy. Y'all
They-
want the Saints to be nasty. They don't want us to be saved, friend.
That's
They
all
don't
right.
want us to be
Hey,
saved.
I'm saved. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Child, I tell you, I was like, I'm shy. I'm a little I'm sexually introverted, but we're very sex positive, so we're gonna bust the questions wide open. Because if you want to know, baby, you're gonna find out tonight.
Will. Can I just tell you, I used to think that I was like really like the wild child when it came to sex. Honey, the OnlyFans got these girls doing some things that I am just not signing up for. I'm sorry. I, I am called vanilla. I am called a prude. Do all of the things because there's just some stuff that I ain't and can't finna do. It's
Well, I'm just living vicariously these days, friend. I'm just living vicariously through the children. That's it. That's all I could do. But yeah, y'all fall on in here, slowly but surely. We welcome you as you come. Hey, Michael, welcome to the chat.
welcome you 3 times in Jesus' name.
Yes. Jay, are you ready to pop things off? Because I got an icebreaker question for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna do my best. Come on with it. Let's get it.
So, we say we're going to spice things up just a little bit tonight. So, let's start out a little mild because, get too spicy make me sweat. So, I ain't really ready to sweat yet. I don't want to, mess up my blouse. Starting with something simple. Give me your top 2 celebrity crushes. Top
It,
two
it is
celebrity crushes.
very simple and very, very easy. Now, these younger children may not be aware of who these people are, but these will forever and for always be my top two until the day I leave this planet. And that is Mr. Boris Kojo himself and Mr. Michael, I mean, not Mr. Michael B. Jordan, Mr. Boris Kojo and Mr. Tank. When I tell you these two individuals are so fine to me, they could punch me in the face on Fox 5, and I'm going to hold my eye and tell them they told me to go to my room, quit asking me questions, and I'm going to leave and go to my room. Listen, that kind of privileges don't come for everybody. Now, there are some people that can get it on site disrespectfully, but those two individuals can, can downright be inhumane. And I'm just going to shut up and go to my room. I need you to understand the level in which I find these men beautiful in every aspect. And it's not just their physical appearance, but they're actually so nice and super smart. So it's just like a combination of things that just make them, hands down, the best two celebrities in my book to on the planet. But who are yours?
That's cute. But I think I might need to find me another co-host because you are intruding on my territory.
So who is yours?
Anybody that know me know, and this is just for entertainment purposes only, unless he trying to holler in what's up. But
Listen,
you
because
know, Tank is like my number one.
you said
Tank
who?
is my number one. It's
Okay,
Tank.
he number two for me.
One, it's the height. I got a thing for people my height, you know.
Right. I was about to say because
If
he
you
ain't
know when you know, you know. And then not only the height, is the voice. Oh my God, it's the voice.
because he can sing anything, and I'm gonna be ready. I
Oh
just
Lord have mercy, child. You done got me flustered and we ain't even started yet. Tank, listen, I just think you have a beautiful voice. That's about it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I got my number two is Lotto. I am in love with Lotto.
really.
Oh my God. Like I'll be her girlfriend. I would be her girlfriend. I would be Lotto's girlfriend. Like I'll hold her purse. I like open the door for her everywhere. I like hold the camera and be taking pictures of her. I write her bars for her because you know I'm a poet. Like she could beat me up if she want to.
I'm telling you, it's a different thing when they're able to get away with the physical abuse. It's
You
tough.
silly. No, I don't condone violence for real. But Lotto, she might get a pass because I don't know. She do something to me.
Listen, I get it. I understand it. I,
I
I,
don't.
I listen now, and that's the thing, and that's one of the things too that I think I like about Boris is Nicole because she is equally as beautiful
Period.
in person, like, and just as nice and just as silly, like, beautiful couple. Like, together they are insane, like, insane. But my female crush is definitely Kelly Rowland. There's no one like Kelly. That's my that's my baby mama.
She's like my twin. Like Kelly's like that's like my twin. You know, Aquarius. Like if you took Kelly and then like Megan the Stallion and you like blended them up and shook them up and like that'd be me.
See, my girls are Kelly Rowland and Miss Gabrielle Union. I've always had a crush on Gabrielle. I think she is
She is mother. She is
stun-
mother.
stunning. But
Yes.
them too.
Yes. And anybody, if you want to comment, let us know who your celebrity crush is. Make sure you comment below.
Y'all feel free
Shout
to,
you out.
this ain't just
I
on
know.
us.
Say that again.
I said, yeah, y'all feel free to join in. This ain't just on us.
Mm-mm. The liver it get, the more fun we will have. But we're gonna have fun regardless. So just strap in, strap on, or strap whatever, and let's get ready to do this thing.
And let me say,
You ready
change
for this question?
Chit Chat and Chew was, and this is nothing but Chit Chat and Chew. So I need all of y'all to participate. This is going to be a community thing. So y'all jump on in, come on in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in, because we're gonna make this a good time tonight. Everybody ready? I hope so.
Well, I'm ready if they ain't.
Well, let's.
Now, friend, I'm gonna rip the band-aid off this thing because the questions came in hot from the jump. So jumping in there now.
Okay.
Question number one. When it comes down to your sexual exploration or things of that nature, your
Mm.
intimate moments, how much does size really matter? We're gonna start about size. And
Mm.
you can define the size of whatever you want it to be. But we're gonna talk about size first. And I'm sure we might have varying opinions. So I will yield the floor to you to hear what you think. Does size really matter?
So for me, I tell people all the time, it depends on what they expect from the encounter. Can I say that? Because to be honest, if you are expecting full bluntness, if you are expecting to penetrate me, there are certain levels that I'm just not going to because I can't. I tell people all the time, I am not a Ford bitch. I am not built Ford tough. I am a Porsche. I am a Maserati. I am built for speed and luxury. This is not the types of things that you can just, I'm not her. It's not it. That's not the way I'm built. Now, if you expect to have a nice side session like I enjoy most, because I identify as a side, um, in
Can
most.
you tell us what's the side, please? I'm sorry. A pin there. What's the side?
So a side is someone who enjoys mostly everything except the actual penetration of sex. So this includes any oral, foreplay, fraught, all of the. And for those that don't know what fraught is creating friction between two bodies. Some people used to call it sword fighting and things of that nature. All of those things are their side activity. Um, and those are the types of things that I enjoy most. When that's the case, I'm down for whatever. It doesn't matter what you got going on. I'm gonna make it do it too, because that's just my personal opinion. Um,
Work, friend.
but I will say, as far as comfort level, if I am being penetrated, I prefer the longer it is for it to be girthier. Because for some reason, my body, if it's long, it will hurt more than if it's long and girthy. Don't know why, but that's just how my body is built. What about you?
That's not my ministry. That is not my ministry.
Oh,
I I'll say this. I like for the personality to match the anatomy. Don't give BDE if you
ain't
don't
that?
have the personality to or the equipment to match that. Like, don't be out here being all bossy and bratty, knowing that you're a nub. Like, stop that. Stop that. That's not right. And I'm not I don't care, but like don't be doing the most if you already know that it ain't even given. Like, but then I also on the other side of the spectrum think that people who are more on the endowed side sometimes are toxic. Because they know that they got this, that, or the third.
It's on.
So they come with this like pretentious attitude of, oh, I'm that dude. Oh, I'm that dude. So like I'm probably like a real happy medium. Cause like even me personally, I have things that match my size, if that makes sense. I don't out here look like a tripod just leaning over, holding myself up, but it
And
matches. You know what I mean, though?
absolutely, absolutely. But I think too, I also though can't. I have experienced too small, and I never thought that that would be a thing for me. But I have come to realize, like, if it is not a certain size, the doll is caked. I'm sorry. Like, you can pretend like you gonna get it. And it's not.
Not gonna do it.
I can't, because now it's just painful and it's actually quite uncomfortable. So I ain't saying that I want a monster, but I
Don't
cannot.
want a pacifier.
Right.
That's fine though. That's fine.
And we're not
But
shaming.
okay,
I'm just saying what works for me.
so
Either I,
let's flip it a bit. So we talked about the length and the girth. What about what is given on the backside? Like, is more better, or like, are we going for the grip? Are we going for the experience, the well seasoned cakes? Like
I love that terminology. Come on, well seasoned. You know,
seasoned.
experienced. So I actually prefer to know that I am in somebody's booty. I don't need it to feel like cooter. I don't need it to be loose and sloppy. I'm not trying to have nobody cream, which is not healthy. I'm not trying to have nobody cream on me. I
We're
actually
gonna talk about it.
Listen, because I actually want you to healthfully enjoy the experience and the encounter. I also am not in the business of having a virgin strictly off of teaching purposes. I don't want to have to coach you through an experience. So for me, I'm more so about like that person that knows what they're doing but ain't woe out. And
Uh,
that's I just not to say there's anything wrong where some people I have been told so in conversations more recently than I would like to admit, I have been explained to that people are now preferring the loose and worn out. Like
Seasoned.
they oh okay, that what we're calling it? Okay. Well they prefer the ones that are a little more expansive.
Seasoned.
But for me, I just am not a fan. What about you? Which one are you going for?
I I don't want to throw a dime in a wishing well. You take that how it resonate. Let me put a pin in something right quick because I see a comment because Michael rubbing something in my face talking about he didn't see Tank twice.
I just looked at it. I just
Did
looked
you
at
see that? Thank you, popular homie.
it. Can't take me. So
Or me.
trying to get this. I am trying to get these tickets to this R&B money tour though. No shade. I
Now,
want.
Mike, if you trying to be a co-host, you gonna have to take me to a Tank concert. I'm sorry.
I'm saying you could.
Period.
We will go on the R&B money tour. Listen, y'all,
Period.
and I'll put y'all up. I will pick y'all up and put y'all up here in Houston. Y'all just gotta come get me a ticket. I ain't even gotta be front row.
I also want to add that for the viewers who don't really know us so well, that JL and I both are very experienced health educators. So we did feel the need to talk about this sexual topic, not from like being freaks and stuff, which we may be, that's none of your business, but more so from a
Fine.
health promotional standpoint, because what we do encourage is having sex in a healthy, safe, and responsible way. So although we have some fun and we talk our crap or whatever, we still want to make sure we drop some nuggets to make sure that people are, having. If you have any questions that you may want us to answer about, sexual things, or if you need some advice about any situations as the live progresses, please chime in. We'll try to see the comments and pull you into the discussion however we can. But I did at least want to let y'all know that we are more than just like two freaky dudes talking about sex. Like we have over a decade of experience in this thing. So use us accordingly. But just shameless plug because the kids don't know.
Well over a decade, but we ain't gonna keep it there.
But that's gonna push us into this second question because it is a freaky question that has a very powerful harm reduction message. And what we mean by harm reduction is just like little practices that you can do to keep yourself as safe as you can to stop from attracting STIs and things like that. But the question was, is it better to spit or swallow, and why? Over to you.
Why I gotta start it? You start this one. I started the last one.
Okay, period. First of all, I've never swallowed, and that's on Bible. Listen, I don't even eat bananas. Like the way my stomach's set up, I'll be like, oh, I've never, but I've seen it happen a few times. And what I will say from a public health standpoint is we have been taught through our behavior harm reduction trainings and things that it's safer to swallow. Go ahead on, put it in the back of the throat, throw it on back. You don't want to spit it back and give it the opportunity to pass through like, any sores or pores and things like that. So go on, gobble back Betty if that's what you're gonna do. From a safety standpoint. But like if you like me and your stomach is like no, then like it's a no. It's a no. It's a hard no. But if anything changed, I will provide updates as that happens. But as of now, it's still a no. You had
So
anything to add?
I will openly admit I have never swallowed, and that is once again on Bible. I always used to say that I used to say once I got married, that would be the only person that way I could give my husband something that I had never given anybody else. Now that I am married and divorced, I can honestly say I just never could. It's never been in me. However, one of the things that I enjoy sexually is to actually somewhat be a canvas for for things. So
Come on, pearl necklace.
I mean, so I actually enjoy seeing the things happen. So, in the course of it, I've never been required to spit or swallow. I'll say that. And
I just feel like there's other things we could do with that.
listen, I told you I'm a whole canvas. give, give it to me. I want to. Just.
Oh yeah. So okay, taking that energy, let's swap back over to icebreaker number 2. I want you to give me about 2 or 3 songs that's on your slow jam baby making playlist. What is you getting busy to? What's on the playlist?
So I'm good and grown. So my number one at some point in it is definitely going to be Meeting in My Bedroom by Silk. Hands down, the best baby making song, period, across the board. Like, it do something different. Chris Brown's Poppin' is another one that I really, really enjoy, like in those real intimate moments. If I happen to look up at you and catch your eye from is happening at the moment. And lastly, honestly, and this may be unexpected, but I actually want to hear like a trap song with like a trap beat that I don't know the words to, so that I just get caught up in the things. But I mean, those are my 3 that I'm definitely looking for in a mix or a playlist. What's yours?
Those are hot. Those are hot numbers. They are hot. So I'm gonna go old school first too.
Okay.
My old school track is Deep by Blackstreet. Let me go deep, deep. That's the hit right there. That's number 1. My Chris Brown number is 2012. Do it like it's the end of the world, baby. When he be like, go harder, go hard. I'm like, oh my And lastly, I'm a show off child. Just put the whole Beyonce Renaissance album on and press play. I'm an alien superstar. You all the way to Don't Break My Soul.
So
we gonna all of it.
see, and so the problem for me with that is I am not a marathon girl. I give kudos and trophies to y'all marathon runners.
Now I'm not a marathon runner.
I am not.
I take breaks. I'm old, friend. That's why I say play the album. I need to go get some water. And we're gonna eat a couple of strawberries and lay here and talk about my day. I might fry chicken in between because I'm country.
Come on, right?
Period. 3 o'clock in the morning, sticking that pan.
And your chicken be on. So
period. Miss Minnie don't burn no chicken.
Because I be telling the kids, I'd be like, listen, you got a good 45 minutes to an hour.
That's a long time, friend.
It's a long time, but listen, that's including the foreplay. And all
albums don't even last that long no more.
I know. That's what I said. That is the longest that you get out of me. I be hearing these people talking about something all night. Oh, I need 4 hours. That is a part-time job, and I am not getting a check.
Off of me.
Off of me. I'm so sick of it. But me, I'm not that girl. You're not gonna have me listen, holding positions and doing things. No, I'm not. I'm just not. Once again, I'm not a Ford bitch. You better find Ford bitches because it's not me.
If you are watching, which you should be, go ahead on and drop your songs over here in the comments so we can go ahead on start us a little playlist. We can do a little community playlist.
Yes.
Let's make a community playlist. Michael, I'm counting on you to give me the first song, and it better not be no Tank song. Are you ready to jump back into it?
So I got one for you.
All right,
So
let's go.
I need you to describe to me your most intimate sexual fantasy. What does that look like for you? Like what is your ooh ah sensation? You done got a tank in a room all by yourself. Go hang.
I lost my train of thought, child. Hold on. Okay. All right. Stop it, Michael. All right. I got you. So yes, I'm a sapiosexual. So like a very like intellectually stimulating conversation. Um, maybe cook me something cute, but like dress real sexy. Like make me feel like the boss that I am or whatever. Maybe do a little dance for me or something like that. It don't have to be good because I mean, if you can't dance, I really don't care. It's the effort or whatever. And then like just like a slow and steady kind of like setup. Like I hate rushing. Like it causes me to clam up a bit. So like I know that my most intimate fantasy would be with somebody that I had some consistency with, some a rapport with, that I had already discussed my proclivities, the things that get me there. Cause I hate coaching and I hate awkwardness. So it's just like the effortlessness of a genuine and organic like sexual encounter. Cause I
Mm,
think sometimes we try to plan it out to the T. We gotta like you gotta have everything so perfect, or like this person is just they only do this or they only do that. Like I get tired of all of that. I want to just go in and just explore. You know what I mean? Just explore, learn some new tricks. Like who's you can't teach an old dog new tricks? I'd be down to learn some new stuff. But like the basic like status quo bang and go, like that's a no. That rhyme. I'm sick of you. Bars. What about you?
I think so for me, I'm more so the person that is because like you, I'm you know me, I'm very sapiosexual. Give me the mental experience of it all. But because of that, I'm very auditory. So for me, like my fantasy would be to be like with somebody that I truly trusted and to be blindfolded and have to completely surrender, but constantly have them present and in that space, like almost getting me verbally prepared before they ever actually touch me. Because that in itself does something to me. Like being able to almost narrate the setup as you put it, like getting to that place after the dinner is done and just being able to like verbally paint me a picture all before you ever actually put your hands on me, and then to culminate in the actual touching and all of those things to like just heighten and heighten till it like continuously levels up until we are at it like unapologetically just doing the, and I'm here for all of that. That to me is like but those are wishful because people nowadays I feel like don't have the patience for the kind of things that I like.
But friend, you know what's so funny? It kind of ties into what we were discussing the last conversation we had about that, like lack of intimacy now. Like, because
Mm,
even with us describing our most sexual fantasies, we didn't have to dictate what sexual acts took place. We didn't have so many stipulations. We just wanted somebody organic, consistent, about their life, authentic, honest. It's really not that complicated
yeah,
because I think that once you align all those things, like the sex is going to be the sex. It's going to do itself. You know what I mean?
organically it just flows.
Period. Because it's an exchange of energy. We don't look at it as that transference of energy. People be so concerned about like sexually transmitted diseases, but I'm like, girl, you picking up them sexually transmitted demons, sexually transmitted depression, you know. It's just so much that you could take from a person's spirit, especially them people that just letting it. Never mind.
You know
Anywho,
what drives me nuts though are the individuals. that are out here doing all the things, no protection, no nothing, just all the things. But then turn around and have the audacity to be like, oh, but I don't kiss nobody in the mouth. You just
But
suck.
where do you think that derives from? What's the root?
But that's the thing. For me, it's like they just literally suck the marrow out of this person's body. And you have audacity to sit here and say that you're not gonna put your mouth on their mouth. Like it drives me nuts. And it is an instant deal breaker for me sexually. Like if I can't kiss you, because that is such a major thing for me. If I can't kiss you, I'm not sleeping with you. And if it's awkward kissing you, I don't want to sleep with you. Like it is now completely destroyed the moment for me. Like I am no longer interested. Do you have any deal breakers like that? Anything that's just like an instant kill switch for you?
If you assume what I'm gonna do, I might not do it.
Mm.
Because no matter if I've done it before, I probably did it because I cared about you. I probably did it because I was into you. But that doesn't mean that I'm obligated to give you anything at any time. So when people get a little snappy with me about me, then I have to remind them that this me, this mine. All of this is mine. And I don't have to share it with you. That's a choice that I make. That turned me off. I hate people that even if it's good, like no, I'm not just gonna drop everything and like come have sex with you. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm busy. I work a lot. Like even now I'm doing this. Period. So like I prioritize my business, you know. So I'm gonna lead us to the next question. Are you ready? And what I will say now, I'm gonna ask you the question. Then I'm gonna get my light, so I cut my light on because it's getting dark outside. Child, the sunlight gone, so I'm getting in the shadows. But you can talk and answer the question. I'll be right back in the interim, just so we can keep the conversation. Whoa, you handle Michael while I set up my lights.
Oh Lord, let me see. Hold on.
And get to this halter.
Okay, I'm here for that.
It's
Okay.
giving 90s model.
Example though, you say you like a stripper playlist. I need to know. Yeah, I need to know what that playlist look like. Like, what does that sound like? Who is on it? What's the beats like? Because it could be a Diamond from Players Club, slow,
Yes.
or it can be what's it, Mercedes from P Valley. I don't know what that stripper playlist is gonna be like. I need to know.
Seems like you're ready.
I agree. Um, Trevi, I
Hey, Trevi.
I definitely agree. We definitely have gotten comfortable hiding behind apps, and so much so, in my opinion, I think the apps has caused a generation. I won't say us because I'm not included in that. Has caused a generation of people that are incapable of actually approaching people and holding a valid conversation.
Period.
I think really has just like completely taken that off the table because I hate sounding like that old person, but when I was back doing the thing
Back in my day.
back in my when I had two good knees and a good back, um, like it was all about who walked up to you at the club, and it was that confidence and that approach that made you want to holler at them. Now you
Period.
got a bunch of faceless profiles with no name and no picture sitting here sending you a message talking about sup. Sir, get out of here. I can't see you. I tell people all the time, my response is always just a one liner. It's like I can't see you. And then I instantly move on to the next. But I tell people when I have conversations with them about it, I would not hold a full blown conversation with a person on the street walking around with a ski mask on. I'm just not holding a conversation with you. So for you to think that you sending me a faceless profile message of you saying sup, it's the same equivalent to me. Like I am not intrigued by that. That does nothing for me. I'm just I don't know about y'all.
So, question for you.
Uh
I like to be solution oriented because, of course, we know the problems. So,
huh.
what can we do to create the type of spaces where we can start to have that old school feel of getting to know each other again?
I think we have to cultivate spaces that are trendy and inclusive enough to where people want to be a part of those spaces in hours that are not indicative of laying up, i.e., what outright used to be. For those of you Atlanta girls that have remembered old Atlanta when Atlanta was the thing, outright, where you could literally go have a book, a cup of coffee, have your laptop, sit down, and have random people sitting around you engage in a generalized conversation. And the next thing you know, it's eight of you all sitting around in a common space having conversations about something beyond, oh, are you coming to my place or am I coming to yours type of situation. It was definitely like we used to engage each other on a for real getting to know you level. I think until we start requiring more, we'll never have more. But the moment that we start actually requiring it for ourselves, more commonly than not, I think we'll always keep running into this problem.
And Travis commented that the sexiest thing is getting to know somebody genuinely and authentically. Then if sex comes afterwards, it comes. And I agree with that 100%.
But and something else that I feel like has happened is people don't make friends anymore.
Period.
Everybody that says that they're friends with somebody has had those somebodies. It is like me. People look at me and my friends like we're weird because I feel like that's my best friend. Oh yeah, I used to date.
Period.
Oh, I've never touched them. What do you mean? I was like, that's my best friend. And I think people aren't able to have those friendships anymore because it always starts off as a link before you find out, hey, I'm actually not romantically attracted to you, but I do like you as a person. And so you don't get that opportunity to become friends until after y'all done already screwed. I just I don't like it.
Some people have not developed the conversation skills that it takes to, build that type of relationship though. Some people are not friendly. Some people don't even like being in their own company.
That is true.
You know, I enjoy myself. I twirl when I'm alone. I read. I do all kind of things to stimulate myself. So even when I'm around somebody, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna bring the energy up. I'm gonna keep the party lit. Like you're gonna want to be around me. I think that a lot of people think, hey, my sex is good or I'm attractive, so like that's enough. But I'm like, you don't mention like that your personality sucks and like you don't bring nothing but like sex with you. So like, what's the point of that? I get bored. I get bored. Bored. That's why I'm I'm practicing my celibacy because I'm like the kids be playing, and like I say, we have to hold them more accountable, hold ourselves more accountable. And yes, it gets hard, literally, but I'm strong enough to be like, I know my worth.
Absolutely.
I know my worth.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
So, question for you. Do you prefer someone in a sexual experience? Do you prefer somebody that is more verbal and vocal, or do you prefer the ones that's just silent?
it, it depends on what you're saying. Because if you're saying some stupid stuff, I'm gonna ask you to stop saying those things. Don't be writing checks that you can't cash, asking me all them questions like is it this or is it that? Because if it was, you would not have to ask me. You would know. And I'm real honest because I'm one of them people that kind of like stare at the roof. I'm a roof starer.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
but like you talking to me, I'd rather you have a conversation with me about like something. Like we can like have sex and talk about our day. I'm cool with that. But don't be asking me like, is it yours? Or like, no. I don't I be like, so what do you mean by that? Like in this moment, or like, I'm too analytical to talk to. So just be quiet. I like silent and safe and sexy. Like we put on some music. That should do the talk. Sing a song. Do something. Just don't start crying. Don't cry. Just don't cry.
Why
You know.
not? Some
What
people
we listening to? Ass Yet. You know that song by Ass Yet? Last night, it was so good I cried. Boy, stop. Get out of here.
I ain't gonna hold you. I have been brought to tears before in a good
I'm
way.
jealous, friend.
Good way. But it got to the point to where I could not do anything but I hate the way this sounds. I couldn't do anything but jump off and get in my own corner of the bed. It was just like, don't touch
Get away from me.
me.
Get off of me. What did you do?
One person. That's it. And it was so toxic because he was so toxic. He was so horrible for me. He's the only person that has ever put me in that type of space.
That's why I'm like, don't be whispering no, don't be chanting no spells on me while we having sex, child. No, ma'am. Hush. Hush up. That fuss. No. Okay, that was short and simple.
I don't know. I think I told you I'm auditory, so I enjoy hearing certain things. However, and probably because I am a ooh-ah, I'm I'm that one. I am a ooh,
Heard.
very much me. Ooh, ah, wait, hold on. Ah, ooh, oh, wait. Okay, right
I'm
there.
probably more of a girl. Girl.
But I do I enjoy the verbal affirmations. I do enjoy them of like just letting me know that you appreciate the experience because everybody does not get this experience. So I so I definitely enjoy the verbal rapport, but I'm not having a conversation with you. I tell people all the time, if I can articulate something more than four-letter words, then I'm performing at this point. I am it's no longer about what you're actually doing. I'm trying to make you feel good.
What's funny though, you know what I'm most insecure about sexually? It's I hate people staring in my face. I hate people staring in my face. I hate it. I hate it.
So Travi asks, do you like moans or the macaroni sounds? That's what he said. That was his words.
Yes.
All of the above.
All of it.
All- and see, that's where I'm like, I'm definitely I'm the sounds excite me. Like when you are mixing the macaroni properly, that will set me off. Like they like now I really want to act up. I really want to be like,
The
ah.
show has began. What do you mean? I'm just warming up.
And is I tell people I am a thick girl. I so when you hitting certain things, it's gonna make noise. And that sound for me,
You think JL stand up? Stand
oh
up. Let us see. Let us see.
so for me, I definitely get go off on that. But I do like it's something about that that deep moan. I don't want nobody who's in that. I don't need that because I don't even be up there when we in the moment. But I do think something about that deep down out of your soul, like you can't help it, and it just rolls up out your belly. That type of ooh, that do something to me.
As long as I ain't fake, man, because I'm like, I ain't even really doing that much for you to be acting a fool like that. But okay. Okay, you go off, let have. uh, okay. So we talk about the macaronis and the moans and all that stuff. So like let's say the sex is super duper good and you get him sprung. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of getting them sprung. Because it can be a blessing and it can be a curse. What are your green flags and what are your red flags?
So uh, I have experienced both the good and bad of the sprung experience. Um, and I will say the good thing about a sprung experience is I usually, and this, I hate the way this sounds because I'm not this person anymore. I'm much older, much wiser now. So,
All right, Saint.
but back in my day, if I knew that you were sprung, it afforded me an opportunity to be able to ask for what I wanted. I was going to ask and get what I wanted, regardless of what it was. If it was 3 in the morning and I wanted Burger King, guess who was bringing me Burger King? And I was like, that's what I want. I don't care that you got to drive 20 minutes just to get to me. I want Burger King. So come to the one that's closer to my house because it has to be hot. And you're
Period.
and that was the pro. Now the con to that is I have also had individuals that were like sitting outside of my house waiting for me to get home from work because they needed to talk to me because I was upset with them and they weren't going to just be done with it and they needed to get things like to the point of calling police and things. So I've been on both sides of sprung. So it is a blessing and a curse. I don't, and I tell people it's one of the reasons why I started reserving sex for once I really know people,
Mm-hmm.
because I was running into too many encounters with the bad side of sprung after a first encounter. And I'm like, wait, like you're not even that invested yet. I don't understand. And so that was one of the issues that I had with the sprung experience. What about you? Because I know you be having all the little children chasing you like a little wet puppy. So
Man, don't say that out loud, man. I had a pass. We all have a pass. Okay. I used to be toxic. 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 I'm not toxic no more though. Cause
right.
like I don't know. I'm the type of dude like if you were sprung, it was on purpose. Like I did that. I did that. I chose to like get you sprung. Then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do all the stuff on day one, and then start to reserve it and hold it back. Like, no, you know, because then you're gonna go crazy for it. You're like, yes, I want. I'm like, I don't really do that. I don't know. I was just feeling myself that day. I don't know what happened. I did what? I don't really do that. You know. But then it's like I would get people sprung on the wrong things because nobody would be sprung on like my intellect or like my work, um, my drive, my art, my passions. It'll always be on the Wayne Dang Doodle. Always on the Wayne Dang Doodle. And that's why I start keeping it to myself.
I told you. And the thing was, is, and for me, I think the thing that made it for me wasn't even like a super, super intimate type of experience. More so, I mean, it wasn't like a super like extravagant experience, should I say? But because when I do have that physical encounter with somebody, I am pouring everything into it. Like I am all in that moment. And you're going to feel as though you are the central fixation of the world. And I'm intentionally making you feel that way because that's what my physical encounters do. But because people aren't delivering on that level anymore, it's like when you come across water and you ain't had nothing to drink in a year and a half. All of a sudden, that's all that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And my appetite ain't where everybody's appetite is.
Period. And I agree with the comment. Like being sprung, it could be cute because I do long for consistency. Um, Michael said he pleased to feel. I do long for consistency, like, but I don't want it to become like stalkerish harassment, like popping up on me, like, or thinking that we're dating and we're not. Like, make if we're on the same page, and we're both sprung. Because the thing is, I want to be sprung. I want to be the sprung one. Should give me sprung, boing boing, baby. But no, I don't want to have nobody chasing me because it ain't cute. I like to be able to be the person that can go into a room and has not slept with anybody in there. You know, I like to be able to go to the club and people still respect me because I've always had boundaries. And a
I,
lot of it's still from the work that we do. Because when you work in the community, you can't just sleep with everybody. You have to have some boundaries. You have to put your proclivities to the side,
I
your
wish
knees go to the side.
the
Mhm.
back. I said I wish some people could hear you in the back, honey.
It's so true. It's so true.
They just
And you're around the temptation. Oh Lord, Jayl done left us, y'all. That child, he probably done clicked the X button. Hey everybody. I'll hold it down until he gets back. But thank y'all so much for tuning in so far. I hope you're enjoying the conversation. Definitely are enjoying having y'all in here with us. Don't forget, we are talking about our baby maker playlist in the comments. So please make sure you drop your songs in the comments. My partner is back and I'm adding him back. Hey, JL.
you
I
know.
got us. I just was reminding everybody to comment their songs for the baby maker playlist, our community playlist. Michael gave us some songs. We got
Oh,
Future, Freak Hoes, Old School, Jodeci, throwing a little Adina Howard like T-shirt in my panties on. I like that song.
I do too.
I heard a song at work today by Tinashe called Nasty. And that song was a bop.
I'll go research.
Tinashe an Aquarius too, friend.
You said what?
Tinashe is an Aquarius like us.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I've heard her songs, but I didn't. You know me. I don't know what nobody looked like. I saw her on some
She's
reality.
a cute girl.
I know now. I saw her on some reality TV, like Celebrities on Mars or whatever. I watched her on there.
That's all.
Really good. She was really cute. I was like, oh, okay, and she's smart, so I like her.
She's an Aquarius, of course.
I mean, what else can we do?
All right, so I'm gonna jump us into our last icebreaker, little breaker. Is a never have I ever, and we both have answered one because neither one of us have what swallowed. But since we got that out of the way, let's do another one. I'll let you start.
Hmm. I will say, ooh, never have I ever had sex in a public place.
Okay. Never, never have I ever. Hmm. Make sure I ain't lying. Cause I want about to read me on YouTube,
Right.
boy. um.
You know the Saints will come with receipts.
Won't they come? Never have I ever. Okay, boom. Never have I ever had sex in the woods. And I'm from the country, so that's a shocker.
What's the definition of sex in that context?
First of all, mind your business. I'm talking about full on penetration.
I'm just trying to figure out for clarity for myself because I can say I never, but I don't know if that counts. I don't know.
Friend, head behind the tree don't count.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I ain't never neither.
You silly. We only got a couple more questions. We only have a couple more questions. I'll lead us into the next one. Are you ready?
That's fine. I'm ready.
All right. So we're gonna give some advice on what you should do if you find yourself in a one-sided relationship or a sexual relationship, rather. One-sided sexual relationship. You're doing all the pleasing, but you're not being pleased in return.
I've definitely been there, but I think rather than do it, I think it's very important to have a very honest conversation. I think where a lot of us miss out for those kind of situations is because we will only keep going through the motions instead of letting our partner know what they're lacking. Some people are willing to do the things if we voice the things. But the problem is so many of us are so afraid of hurting someone's feelings or making them feel inadequate or making them feel incapable that we don't say anything and would rather deprive ourselves and then end up making bad decisions on the back end because we go looking for what we're missing somewhere else just to get that fix when we could have had the conversation and quite possibly gotten the total package where we were. Um, for me, that's my advice. It's just communicate. I think communication in those types of situations are the biggest thing, especially if love is involved. If it's just the link, honey, you charge it and you move on. But if
Period.
it's somebody that you actually have feelings for and care about, then it's definitely something that you need to have the discussion so that you can fix. What about you? What would you tell the children?
Other than echoing your sentiments, I say communicate effectively, ensure that the message is being heard by getting people to mirror back what I said. So I know that you heard me, because people just nod their head and be like, all right, I'm going to be better. All right, I'm going to change. All right, I'm going to fix it. But then their actions don't add up, or their actions don't um, reciprocate what I need in that moment. So it's like once you communicated all you can, you gotta be like, look, this ain't working. Because no matter how good sex is, or how trash the sex is, or how much you care about a person, or how long you've known them, or whatever, you always got the right to walk when things are working for you. And I think a lot of times we stay too long because we be holding on and trying to make sure that other person comfortable, make sure the other person is not sad, make sure the other person is satisfied and happy. But once you're giving a person ample amount of chances to correct something, and they still are either choosing to turn a blind eye to your concerns, or
Absolutely.
just making excuses all the time. Like, but I mean, like, if it's trash, it's trash. Like, you can only teach people so much. And some stuff is like you should have learned that before you even got over here, first of all. Period. But I'm at that point in my life now that I view sex as such a sacred thing that I can't just be out here practicing with you. I can't just be out here training you. Like, I want somebody to come in and blow my scalp back. Child. I want my wig to be all the way in my dining room when I get there. Blow my wig back.
And see, that's I so one of so I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. If you trying to incur the sprongness out of a person, you're gonna have to make somebody like Zay real uncomfortable. Because it's nothing like a soul searching eye contact moment, especially right as you both have put in all of this work and you are reaching that pinnacle point to actually grab a hold of somebody and like stare into their soul, like intentionally stare into their soul. I'm telling you, it changes the level in which you all reach your pleasure zone. Because I'm telling you, it does something to a person when that kind of
Mm-hmm.
made. And I think that's one of the reasons why Zay don't like doing it. Because
But you know something? Something else that's a secret, man. You can manifest the world in that moment.
absolutely.
You can manifest the world in that moment. And
Absolutely.
I don't want nobody to fall in love with me. So I be like, I shut, baby. Or looking like this.
You so stupid. You stupid.
Cut that light out.
Not
But
me.
no, you're right though. That
Get you.
does make me uncomfortable because it is such an intimate and intense moment. But like, I'm getting to that point where I'm ready for that. Stare at me. Look at me. Let me know it's real.
Throughout the entire interaction. I'm listen because I'm gonna look up at you, look down at you, look back at you. Listen, looking is
That's
how
maturity though, friend. That's maturity. That's
I'm.
growth.
I also
We don't. Mhm.
don't I don't like the I don't like the notion of having sex without intimacy. I am not a fan of that. Like I don't know how people like to me that's unfulfilling. Like I can if I'm just going to nut, I can do that by myself, like legitimately.
Quicker.
So much quicker. I ain't gotta sweat. I ain't gotta do nothing. It's just like I'm good. But y'all, for me to intentionally have absolutely no connection with somebody just to bust a nut, do you know the hoops I gotta jump through? I gotta get on the apps. I gotta find somebody.
Man,
I gotta prepare. I gotta wait for them to get here. I gotta go all the way to them. I gotta do all of these things for nothing. Nah, I'm
but
good.
friend, you know I'm in Atlanta. I can go to the gas station. It's nothing. I can go to the gas station. Be like, what's up, shawty?
Facts. That's a fact.
You know, that's the truth, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Because I started to gauge the spiritual exchange that's taking place, you know. And as I started to elevate, I talk about like my spiritual journey a lot because like it's new. I went through an awakening, like boom, take that, you know. But with that being said, when you know better, you do better. So it's like I know about the spirits. That's why I don't let folks sleep in my bed because it's just like it's little things that I'm very particular about that seems superstitious and strange, but it's just like energy stays in places. That's why I don't wear people's clothes. I don't thrift for clothes and stuff because like that stuff stay. And like people be sleeping in your bed and you mixing with dreams with them and like, no, ma'am, go home, Roger.
So, quick story. I actually, so one of my gay kids, I slept at their house, literally, slept at their house, woke up Sunday night, woke up Monday morning, was like, I had a dream. You need to make sure that you cutting out X, Y, and Z and making sure that these folks are not always in your stuff or in your business all the time because otherwise it's gonna pull the rug out from underneath you. And they was like, oh, okay, okay, you right, you right, you right, all of the things. And then lo and behold, all of a sudden, I get a phone call on Friday. They car done got stole. All of their stuff is gone. They lost their job. That X, Y, and Z all happens in the same day. Less than a week after I tell you that I was at your house and had a dream. I be telling people it is certain things spiritually that you have to be very, very, very cautious of because just because you don't, I tell people it's just like an STI to me. You may you may interact with somebody that does not know that they have this STI, and it could be a spiritually transmitted infection or a sexually transmitted infection.
Hello,
Whichever
somebody.
this STI, you don't they may not even know that they have it.
Hello.
And you lay up with this person and now you walk away not knowing that you done picked up something else from them. But now
Mm-hmm.
you can't sleep at night. You got all of this depression. You got all of this worry. You got all of this stress. Everything is angering you and frustrating you. You thinking that you just digmatized, and no, now they done put this lust energy on you, and you don't know what to do with yourself at half the day because you're ready to go lay up with somebody else. All of these things are out there, and
Mm-hmm.
don't know that it's because you done opened yourself up to this individual, and they done planted all of this on you, and now you carrying around stuff that don't even belong to you.
Mm-hmm.
All because
Cause folks don't pray. Folks don't pray over themselves in that arena. I pray about anything. I pray even if it's a hookup. I'm like, Lord, don't let that crazy happen. Lord, don't bless my health. Bless, make sure this person is like right. You know, I want it to be enjoyable, safe, and pleasurable moment for both of us. You know, like I pray over everything. I don't care what it is, and people can look at it how they want to look at it. But you should start praying over all facets of your life, good, bad, and ugly. Keep God in the mix. You gotta keep him in the mix.
absolutely, it makes a difference, and
It makes a difference.
it keeps you will wonder why you feel differently after the fact. You can have
Mm-hmm.
the same person for years, or been messing with the same person for years, and pray about a situation before you encounter that person again,
Period.
and you will walk away from that encounter completely different than you did the first time.
You better know it.
And that's from experience. You will have a brand new eyes opened awakening strictly based off of having that conversation beforehand with the Lord and getting yourself right.
Right. And I don't like to have sex from a place of like low vibrations. You know what I mean? Like I've had moments where people thought we was gonna hook up, but they literally just sat on my couch and poured out their heart about the stuff that they was going through.
Absolutely.
and that to me mean way more than busting or having an orgasm. Like I cherish people's soul. I'm very nurturing when it comes down to people's soul. If I see somebody that is low vibrational, I don't take advantage of that. You know, I take that as a moment to help. Then you become community. You become like a brother to me. I want to like help you heal. I want to heal your hurt. I want to take on some of that. Like, and then I want to like hold you and like cuddle with you and like let you like rest, let you get some sleep, like let you relax, let you chill, let you get all of that off of you. Then we can have sex in the morning. I'll cook you breakfast or something. But like, no, I do. I cook breakfast. That's my favorite little meal or whatever. If you nice, I'll make you some waffles and maybe some shrimp and grits. If you real nice or whatever, you know. But
I,
I
I
just don't take advantage of people.
I have people come to my home all the time, even now. Like the Saints will come to my house and sit on my couch, and in the first 5 minutes be knocked out because I
Safe
be-
space.
I believe in peace. And when I tell you, I
Mhm.
oiled up every door frame in this house and then prayed over every
All of it.
of this apartment. You're not going to come in here and not have peace because you won't be comfortable here. Like the way I pray, honey, you will remove yourself because you won't be comfortable in the level of peace that is here.
You
Or
can't get through the door. I
child,
got a seal on her, baby. Choo 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 choo. You can't get in. Choo choo choo
yeah, I'm telling you,
choo.
I don't play them games. People be curious and asking me what I be doing because they literally come over here and people that can't sleep in their own homes, in their own beds, will sit
Knocked out.
and be knocked out.
Yeah.
Thinking that we was gonna have a friends movie night and everybody then came over, but you get on my couch and are knocked.
I got a guest, child.
Oh, look at it!
She's trying to take over.
I love it.
Her
She
name's Venus. That's my sweetheart.
she's pretty.
She's a sweetheart, but she is tired of me working, child. We got one more question.
Okay, I got you. I got one for you. Okay.
All right.
Sexual emergencies. What's worth the urgency? What are the automatic green flags and what are the automatic red flags? I know you had mentioned that, but we kind of breezed past that. So we're gonna go back and see that.
Um, Green flags include consistency, communication, and consent.
Mm,
I think consent is really important. I think that I'm a firm believer that no means no. I'm not one of those like no means yes. Like, and I'm also not like a red flags include overly over aggression, sexually, like people that just want to like spank you and choke you and spit on you. Like that's cool for girls that like that, but like I think it's a little toxic.
com-
Cause in real life you would do none of those things to me. So like why would I let you do those things to me sexually? Cause like if you slap me, I'm slap the hell out of you, and that's just on period.
we are now fighting naked.
It's just like, oh, I thought we was doing it. But no, I don't like that. I think that some people take their cowardness or like their lameness and then to a sexual space you want to be dominant and in control and demanding and like I think that's a red flag. People who just want you to open the door and like let them just like come in and do what they want to do, I think that's a red flag. Um, Even with just like knowing that people who peruse these sites and stuff like that, one everybody ain't safe. No matter how sexy they are, the person that's in the picture might not even be the person that showed up. And you got your door wide open, just bent over, waiting. You know what I mean? And like that's just not safe. It's hot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not safe. Um, like letting everybody busting you, like that's just not safe. Not even from like an STD standpoint, but like from taking on people's energies and vibrations, their frustrations, their depressions, their demons. Like you don't need that, especially when we already have a hard enough time ourselves to survive. Like anything that's high vibrational will pull you up. So like green flags are people who have goals, ambitions, people who treat you with respect, but also have good sex. Good hygiene is a green flag. Bad hygiene is a red flag because you might be burning or anything. And if that's the case, There are several places that you could go to get tested, get treated. You know, if you need information about that, I work at a whole clinic. So like inbox me, comment, you know, you don't have to comment because that's personal. But like you can reach out to me personally, and like if you're in the Atlanta area, I can get you linked up. You know, if you're in the Houston area, I know Jayl can take care of you. So like having those open, honest, and candid conversations, but also like dictating what you do and who you do it with. Like you ain't gotta do shit you don't want to do with nobody that you don't want to do it with. That's on period. And it doesn't matter what they say, how they feel. If they pouting and acting like a bitch, then you probably shouldn't have gave them nothing anyway. Period. You know. So like, what about you? What you want to lead cheering with?
So my green flags tend to be people that can teach me something that I don't know. That is a big green flag for me because that means that you're trying to improve me. And I'm all for self improvement and allowing myself to be improved. So I'm all about new experiences, new lessons, new learning. I'm all about that. Another green flag for me is if I can see and it's very evident without you telling me that you have a relationship with the Lord for me. Because if I see you say grace, whoo, whoo, like little bit, like letting me be able to understand that you know him and he actually know you. He go pick up the phone when you call. Those
It
type
matters. It
those
matters.
I need to know that you can get a prep through if I can't. Like I need to
Mhm.
know. But that kind of thing that is a green flag for me. Red flags tend to be tantrums or people that pout because that triggers me. It makes me angry. Like I can't stand somebody that pouts as an adult. What are we doing here? I understand having an emotion, have that emotion, and we move on. But to sit in an emotion and like pout or to throw tantrums, instant deal breaker. I red flags
That's
of
not sexy at all. That's not sexy. Grow up.
deal breaker for me. I also am not a like red flags for me are also people that cannot have a articulate conversation without cursing. I'm not saying that you can't curse, but if you can't have any kind of conversation without cursing, it makes me question your intellect. And I can't have a dummy because as my good co-host knows, I travel in very different circles. You may see me at
Period.
Easy Queasy in Atlanta one week, and the next week I could be at the Congress, sitting here having a conversation or having a teaching a lecture in front of a whole room full of old
Mhm.
white men. And if we get
Period.
to the governor's ball, I need to know that you ain't out here saying nothing stupid that's gonna embarrass me. And so I need you to be able to be versatile in that sense. I need you to be able to move in different spaces comfortably because that's the type of life that I live. That's the type of life that I'm always going to live. I'm never going to be restricted to any one space. So I need you to be able to flow with me if you're gonna
Mhm.
go
Period.
just the way I am. But those are just a few of mine. I mean,
That's what's up. Well, those are our questions for the day. Anything you want to say as we wrap up this live? It has been another amazing conversation with you, of course.
always, it's always a pleasure having time and space with you this way. Especially since I'm so far. I'm gonna come to
I
Atlanta.
know, and I miss you. So you and me, us never part.
We're gonna have to do something together when I get there. But
Are we
it,
gonna have a live podcast there, honey?
but
Together in the
it is
same room.
right. It is always a pleasure. It is always so much fun. Hopefully, you guys follow, subscribe, like, share, tweet, retweet, post, repost, do all of the things. We are always going to do our best to give you our best, meaning we always want to give you the most and most up to date information, the most helpful from our perspective advice that we could possibly give. um I can personally promise I'm never going to advise you to do something that I wouldn't do myself, and I can assure you of that. But I pray that you all stay wise, stay wealthy, stay healthy, and do everything that you need to do to be the success that you are called to be. And that is my prayer for each and every one of you all. Zay, any closing words?
I just want to thank y'all so much for rocking with us. You know, for those who tuned in, those who fell off, those who came late, you know, whether it's one person or 1,000, like it's all love. It's always all love. And you know, it's hard trying to build a following. It's hard trying to like put yourself out there for the world to like tear you apart. So for those who have given me encouraging words, for those who have said, "Hey, something that you said really spoke to me," like whether it's a comment, whether it's a like, yeah, I want you to like the page, yeah, I want you to subscribe for the page and stuff like that. But I want you to get something from this. Like I don't just do this for fun. I would love to be on my couch watching some like Bad Girls Club right now. But I feel like God put me and Jayl together so we can like share the knowledge that we've gained over the years because we were not the people that you see today always, and we both have grown together and we have been able to cheer each other on and to be able to build a community of individuals who support us and love us. Like we love y'all all the same, and we also want to invite you to participate in the show as much as you want. You know, if you ever want to be a co-host, I might get StreamYard Premium. I can have about 10 folks there, child. But I at least want to try it out because I never used StreamYard before. But it's something that I really enjoyed because it allowed us the functionality to have the conversations, but also be able to engage with y'all in a better way. Tranny and Michael, y'all had kept the comments on 10. The conversation would not have been the same without y'all. So I at least want to shout y'all out and thank y'all so much for the energy that y'all brought to this space. I love each and every one of y'all. And if you are attached to this channel, blessings will come your way. If you are attached to this channel, somebody will be praying for you. If you are attached to this channel,
Promise you.
safety will follow you. You know, success will follow you. I speak all those things for you. And I wish everybody nothing but the best. And God's love, Zay's love, Jay's love. Y'all be blessed and stay tuned. We'll give you some information on when we decide to go live again. Because it could be any day. You know, we might wait 2 weeks, we might wait 3, we might go live tomorrow if we want to. So either way, I'll make sure that y'all get the updates. But if you like the page, you won't need no reminder because you will get the updates. So just like the page, y'all. Don't be petty. It don't cost you nothing. It don't
Nothing.
cost you. And also share it with your friends. Like if you learned something, pass it on. We like to have fun. We like to look good, and this is what it is. So yeah, that's all I got. Anything else from you, boo?
No, just keep us in your hearts, keep us on your minds, and share us with your friends. Because I promise you, we'll make y'all have a better conversation if you include us. I promise you. Oh, we gonna
All
get
the time.
started.
Yeah. Well, love y'all so much. Sending peace, prosperity, and until next time, peace out.
Thanks.
Thank you, boo.